back to Foster the Meeple, a channel all about...
Sometime we should say meatball.
I was going to that time. How did you know?
I don't know.
Weird.
We just have that.
We finish each other's
sentences.
Sandwiches. Ay, ay, ay. Hello everyone and welcome back to Foster the Meeple, a channel all about...
board games.
And...
board gamey things.
Exactly. My name is Jamie.
I'm Jeff.
And we're here today to be a very exciting top 11 list.
We don't do a lot of lists.
We don't do a lot of lists, but we thought it was time. Maybe try to do one once a month or every now and then, because I'm sure you guys all really care about our thoughts and rankings of things.
As you should.
As you should.
As being experts in the field.
Experts in the field for sure. So, like I said, we're here to do a top 11, and today's top 11 is our top 11 board games to play at 2 players. Of course, there's a caveat, as there always is. These are not strictly 2-player board games.
No.
These are just games that, as a 2-player primary household, with me and my primary gaming partner, that we enjoy to play at 2 players, and I think we both made our lists with in mind. I think we both made our list having this in mind. How do I want to say that?
I don't know what you're even trying to say, man.
We both made our list by looking at our games and thinking, would I rather play this at 2 players? Do I prefer playing this at 2 players? Not just a game that we enjoy playing with each other. As an example, I had Overboss on my list originally, but the player count does not affect how much I enjoy that game. So I took it off of the list. What are you looking at? Oh, I know what you're looking at. Yeah. Might be on my list. Who's to say?
So we weren't allowed to put games we haven't played.
Yeah, because that doesn't make any sense.
Even though there are games I haven't played that I know that would be on this list if I had played them.
What are those games? Would you like to talk about
I
them
would
now?
actually
Okay,
quickly.
You go for it.
Android Netrunner.
Uh-huh.
Star Wars Rebellion would be
Right.
another. War of the Ring would be another.
Sure. So these are games that we just prefer to play at 2 players. That is the gist of the story that I'm telling you. So we are going to go from 11 to 1. We don't know each other's lists, so it's surprises for everyone. Ready? Do you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
No, you go first.
My number 11 is a game that is actually only for 2 players. Hasn't been released retail yet.
I know what it is.
That game is Chai Tea for Two from Steeped Games. Chai Tea for Two, a game that we reviewed earlier this year. This is a 2-player version of Steeped Games' original game, Chai, which we have not played.
Negatory.
This is a worker placement, like dice placement game where you are working on a tea plantation and you're growing tea to sell it. You're a tea merchant. You make orders and you ship them off to who knows where, making tea and stuff. It
is worker placement, but the workers aren't meeples, they're dice.
Yeah.
So is it a worker placement or is it a dice placement?
I think it's a worker placement where the workers are dice.
You know what I'm saying, dog?
I know what you're saying. This game is super fun. It's strictly for 2 players. It works really, really well at 2, obviously. And we have a full review for this, so if you'd like to check that out, I will make sure to link it below. But that is my number 11 game.
I love Chai Tea for Two.
This game has amazing dice trays, which I have on order, and I'm very, very excited for them to come.
I'm not texting, I'm looking at my list.
I don't believe you.
My number 11.
Yeah?
We don't own it. We've only played it one time. And I really enjoyed it, even though you kicked my butt in it.
You only played it once. Who owns it? Boardroom Cafe?
Yes.
Oh. Oh, no!
I don't know if you still know it.
Lord of the Rings: The Confrontation?
Oh.
Did you forget about that too?
My number 11 is Lord of the Rings: The Confrontation.
Did you just change it? No! Can I change my list?
No.
Crappers. I only looked at a list of games we own like an idiot. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no.
Can I start over?
Oh wait, no, it is on my list. There it is. Okay, full transparency, it's not on my list, but it should be.
My number 11 is Azul.
We do own Azul.
Oh, right, because I switched. My number 11 from Next Move and designed by Michael Kiesling is Azul. We have played Azul at 2, 3, and 4 at this point.
Yep.
I don't ever want to play this game at a higher player count than 2.
Yeah.
It's perfect at 2 for me. It's an abstract tile placement game. You have a factory floor and you're building out that factory floor with a bunch of different tile types, matching them and scoring accordingly, basically.
It's got chonky tiles.
It's got chonky tiles in it. I think everyone knows about Azul.
You guys know what this is.
So that's Azul.
My number 10 is a game that we don't own, and we have only played once at the Boardroom Game Cafe. Do you know what it is?
Hive?
It's Hive.
Nice.
It's also an abstract game where you have these tiles and you're moving them around and they're all bugs. So different types of bugs that each have different movements, and you're trying to surround the queen bee of the other player. And it is a very, very thinky and good two-player game. It is a two-player only game. So far I've had only two-player only games. We do not own it, but I really want to get the pocket version for travel.
I was just going to say, people are going to be like, have you tried Hive Pocket?
Yeah,
we
because
haven't.
we really want to get that for when we travel. It would be perfect. It comes in a little baggie.
We should look up who it's by. We need to do better at that. We can't just...
We need to be better. Be better. Get it? Because of Hive has bees in it. Beeples.
It does, yeah.
No,
it doesn't
beeples.
have Beeples.
That's definitely a downfall for that game.
Designed by jhaughn.
Johnny Gen 42 Games.
And
Johnny. That is who Hive is by. And yeah, it is like a strategic, it's almost like chess-like because every bug has its own type of movements and it's a lot more thinky than it looks like it would be. What's your number 10?
My number 10 is a game called, Jamie's very good at this game.
I already know what it is because I saw you look over there.
Number 10 from Rocksley and Spin Master, Santorini, designed by Gordon Hamilton.
Gordon Hamilton.
I suck at Santorini. Jamie is very good at Santorini, but I love it, which is shocking because usually if I'm not very good at a game, I will not like it. And so that just proves to me that I really, really enjoy Santorini. It's a very puzzly...
It's an abstract game.
Abstract game, which kind of works, I keep saying chess, but similar kind of movement style.
I wonder if chess
You have
will
to
be on your list.
you have to analyze the board, make moves to basically get your little figure on top of a tower, and then you win the game immediately. So yeah, it's just a really great game that we've enjoyed but haven't played in a while.
Yeah, I'd really like to play it. We do have the Golden Fleece expansion that we need to play as well. And one thing that you didn't mention, it does come with like cards that can enhance the game. Like
we've only played with those once
Greek
though.
gods that
but those were fun.
Powers. They were fun. They definitely add an extra element to the game.
Really love Santorini, but I am terrible. It's one of those games where Jamie knows when she's won and I can see it in her face and it'll be like 2 or 3 moves away and I'm like, ugh.
I have a terrible poker face. Pop, 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 poker face. Pop, pop, poker face. Okay, my number, what number am I on? 9 is a game we've already talked about. And that is Azul from Next Move and Michael Kiesling. Yes, our first crossover. I am sure there will be many. Jeff's already talked about this. This is a great game at 2 players. Once again, just like he said, I don't really want to play this at more than 2 players. I don't know why.
I don't know either.
I don't know
and
what
it might
it
be
is
that might be a bad take to some people, but
yeah, maybe. This is just one of those games that, like Jeff said, we just enjoy pulling it out when it's a sunny day and we want to sit on the deck. Let's play something. Azul is the perfect game for that. Yeah,
I want to hate draft you, not someone else.
Yeah, we love hate drafting and take that and being mean in games. And I always feel guilty when I do that to other people. But when it's just us, we're specifically going for tiles that the other person needs. No guilt, no shame, no mercy.
This is a good tagline.
That should be Foster the Meeple tagline.
Channel tagline.
What was it again?
I don't remember.
No something, no mercy.
You play back. Devin, play back.
Devin? No guilt, no shame, no mercy. Anyways, that is Azul, my number 9. Azul.
Great pick.
Thank you.
We do have this one.
Oh, I want to see.
Okay, yeah, hide your eyes.
Hide your eyes. Hide your kids. Hide your wives.
So is this my number 9, right? My number 9 from Yellow is Innovation. Karl Chudik. Innovation is a Civilization-esque game, and you're basically building an engine of cards that have unique abilities in order to score points. Tiny box, biggest table presence experience I've ever seen. Like, this little box becomes a massive sprawling thing on the table.
A big circle and
And what I think I love most about Innovation is that at any point there can be just insane triggers that happen, like game-ending triggers or like completely changing the course of the entirety of the game. This is a game I wouldn't want to play at higher than 2.
It would be chaotic.
It would be. I like chaos, and that would be too chaotic for me, I think. I really like the 2-player version of this game because I can focus on what Jamie's doing and focus on what I'm doing and play off of each other in that way. Definitely a great travel game, great at 2-player, and one I love a lot.
Okay, my number 8 is another crossover.
Really?
Yes! Woo! My number 8 is Santorini. Roxley, we've already talked about it. I love this game, probably because I'm good at it. I don't think this game, you can play it with, I think, up to 3 players, 2 to 4 players. I don't think it would work very well at more than 2. I love the chessiness of this game. I love the presence of this game. The card art is beautiful. The gameplay is fun. And I just realized there's little figures that we can paint.
Yep, there is.
Yeehaw!
Yep.
Oh no, this is Zach's game. You're building out Santorini. And like I said before, there are Greek gods that give you asymmetric powers. We have an expansion for this, which we haven't played yet, but we need to. I really enjoy this. This is a great 2-player game.
Yeah.
Build like a mortal, win like a god. That should be our tagline. No mercy.
My number 8
Yep.
is another game we own.
Oh.
Cover your eyes. How do I always suck at this?
I don't know.
No, it's not on the wall.
Imagination.
Well, sometimes you put things on the bottom and I can't see.
Is that it from the bottom now?
I literally can't see it.
Is it Sushi Go?
No.
Okay. Is it Silver Bullet?
No.
Because that's upstairs. What color is the box?
It's a very small box.
Oh.
What the heck?
Is it Taco Cat Goat Cheese Pizza?
No.
Is it up there?
No.
Is it over there?
No. What is it?
I don't know what game it is. I can't help
Fox
you.
in the Forest.
Oh, it's literally right there.
Oh, I wasn't looking there. My number 8 from Renegade Game Studios is designed by Joshua Burgle. Fox in the Forest. This is a 2-player only trick-taking game. It's a unique take on trick-taking. Basically, you're just trying to take as many tricks as you can, but not too many, because you'll bust.
Don't be greedy.
And there's unique card abilities in here, which might allow you to switch the trump suit of the deck. It allows you to score a point if you take a 7 in a trick, etc., etc., etc. It's just a really, really fun trick-taking game. I love trick-taking games. I'm very good at trick-taking games, so Fox in the Forest is one that I love.
That's not on my list. Spoiler alert. All right, my number 7 is a game that we own, and I don't know that you're going to think that this is on my list. My number 7 game is from Thunderworks, and that is Roll Player.
Really?
Yeah, I gotta get it. So my number 7 is Roll Player from Thunderworks Games and designed by Keith
Matheka?
Michka. Yeah, hi. Roll Player is a game, it's like all about dice and you're building out a character. You're picking like their class, their traits,
attributes,
and their backstory. And you're building out this character in order to score points by the end of the game. There's expansions for this that add in a bit more of a fighty element. And there's also an adventure game that we have on order, which I'm very excited about. So I don't know, we've never played this at higher than 2, but I really like it at 2. Once again, this is one of those hate drafting situations where I typically take dice that I know Jeff might want, and I just don't know if I'd want to play it with more than 2 people.
I really like Roll Player.
I love this game. It is a very thinky game because you need to plan like certain colored dice need to go into certain slots, but you can only have so many, and you need to like there's triggers where you can manipulate dice or re-roll dice, and then you're buying cards from a market. There's a lot going on in this game that I just don't think that I would care to play it with more than 2 because I don't want to pay attention to that many people.
Kaya's gonna bark.
Why?
Someone's coming to our front door. How long do they sit?
Politicians. That's what it was, 100%.
Yeah, they're all in red.
Bye. Good luck. Everybody will hide from you. Anyways, so, sorry, there was either a Jehovah's Witness or a politician at our door.
There's a provincial election going on. They're definitely campaigning.
Like I'm going to answer the door. Heck no.
Next up for me is a game we own. Close your eyes. I know where this one is.
Okay.
My next game is from Libelud and designed by
I see it.
Regis Bonice Naede. Cool. It's a game we call Seasons. Seasons is a card drafting, dice manipulation,
dice drafting
game What I love most about this at 2-player is the hate drafting.
Yeah. You can see a trend. I don't know if everybody would love our 2-player games as much as we do.
Unlikely. In Seasons, you start the game by drafting cards. So you are dealt a hand of cards. You're allowed to have 3 cards in each year. And you're basically going through each season, and then you get access to the next set of cards. So you have to be strategic on what you're drafting. What I like the most is you have to plan out your entire game right at the beginning to the best of your ability. Seasons is a game we love. It is on BGA. You can play it on there and give it a try, but Seasons is a big love of ours.
My number 6 is another game that we own. It appears that dice games are a theme.
No spoilers. No whammies. No whammies. I think I knocked my contact out.
6. Can you see me?
Technical difficulties.
My number 6 is Dice Throne.
Nice.
It is from Roxley, and it is by Nate Chatelier and Manny Tremblay. We have only played this version, Season 1. I would love to get Dice Throne Season 1 re-rolled, Season 2, Dice Throne Adventures, the whole gambit. Money! We're on a no-buy freeze. We didn't happen to pre-order or order any of these, did we? This is a dice battling game. Jeff likes to call it Battle Yahtzee, where each of you have your own character that has kind of special abilities based on the type of dice that you get and a few other little tokens. And you're rolling dice to attack, you're rolling dice to defend, and you also have some cards that allow you to do a few different things. This is a very quick, fantastic 2-player game. We've never played this at more
I'm just
than
reading
2.
and they can play at 6.
What?
I don't know. It has to be
what kind of chaos would that be?
It has to be a special variant or something.
Yeah, I don't know. But my favorite character to play is a moon elf, in case you were wondering. I love Dice Throne. It is a fantastic 2-player game. We actually traveled all the way to Disney with this big-ass box.
Yep.
So that's how much we love this game. Desperately want the other versions, but I guess we'll have to wait.
My number 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. We have it.
Who could it be? This animal who I did see. Can you
My number 6 from... Oh, chair just broke.
Did it?
Yep.
Oh, I bet that's where that screw came from.
Definitely. My number 6 is from Repos Productions, designed by Antoine Bauza and Bruno Cathala.
Bruno Cathala.
7 Wonders Duel.
I just realized Bruno Cathala designs everything.
Seems like it. 7 Wonders Duel is basically 2-player 7 Wonders.
Mm-hmm.
And in my opinion, the only version to play 7 Wonders at. You are doing the exact same trigger. So you're building wonders and building out your engine to score the most victory points at the end of the game. There's a big pyramid of cards in the middle, and you are essentially accessing those cards one at a time, which then allows you access to the cards further down the pyramid. So initially you have access to like the first card or the first 2 cards of the pyramid, and as you uncover those and bring those in, it opens up the rest of the pyramid. 7 Wonders Duel is great. I don't think it's a love for Jamie. So it's tough to get to the table, but I love it.
It's fine.
And
It's been
I
a
wish
while.
I could play it more.
My number 5 is a game that has recently joined our collection. And it's a game that we play cooperatively.
Initiative.
That game is The Initiative from Unexpected Games in Asmodee, Canada, designed by Corey Konieczka. That's what I said. The Initiative is a cooperative code-breaking game set in the 90s where you are a group of teens who find this mysterious board game a board game within a board game that's filled with clues and codes and all of the stuff that you're trying to break. It's amazing and I love it. I generally prefer to play co-op games at 2 players, specifically a game like this where, much like an escape room, there's like puzzles and there can be too many cooks in the kitchen. We did play it at 4 players and I didn't mind it.
It was okay.
With Jason and Acacia, but I just always prefer to play these types of games at 2, and I friggin' love this game. We will have a full review coming for this game, so just don't fret. That will be coming soon.
I think why we like these co-op games at 2-player the most is Jamie and I don't have like the loudest voices in the room. We tend to get drowned out when there's a lot of people talking and making decisions and blah, blah, blah. We'll just kind of go with the group and it hinders our experience. So I think that's why we prefer to just play the 2 of us.
We work really well together. We're a great team, me and Jefferny.
Yep. My number 5 from Sandcastle Games, designed by Tom Lehman, Res Arcana.
Uh-huh.
I frigging love this game. Res Arcana is amazing. So basically you are engine building and racing to 10 points.
Yeah, it's a race.
And you're playing as a mage and buying up places of power, monuments, all of these things in order to score points. It's very limited in card draw, so kind of there's a draft variant that you can play. We've only played with like the base, which is basically what you get dealt is what you get. And I just freaking love this game. And I think it plays best at 2.
Me too.
Yeah.
I agree.
A little bit more take thatty. That's Res Arcana.
That's Res Arcana. My number 4. Did you fix that chair?
Yes.
Don't look. My number 4 is a game that we have now played. You can look, it's under the hiding. It's a game we have now played at both 2 and 3 players. We have played this physical and digital, and this is a game that generally just plays way better at 2, in my opinion, and that is Castles of Burgundy from Alley or Ravensburger. Alley and Ravensburger Games. Yeah. And this is designed by Stefan Feld, and I love this game. I love this game. From the very first game that we played it, I love this game.
Do you like the theme the most?
It's the theme, it's the look of it, it's everything. But
We're kidding.
We're kidding. It's ugly. Yeah, this is like dice drafting, tile placement, dice manipulation. There's a lot of stuff going on in this game, but I love it. I want to play this right now.
Do you know what I do wish, though?
I
wish the duchy had slotted tiles.
Yeah, and I wish the rule book wasn't garbage. But anyways, we can't all get what we wish for, can we?
We love this game, except this, and this.
And you can try it on BGA, and the one thing about the BGA version that I do really appreciate is you can hover over things and it blows it up so you can see what all the iconography means, because that is the most difficult part about this game, in my opinion, is knowing what all the things do.
Greed.
I
said agreed. My number 4 is by Fantasy Flight Games, I believe.
Yeah, Rainer Knizia.
My number 4 is Lord of the Rings, The Confrontation. Stratego, Lord of the Rings themed.
Sure, we've never played
Apparently,
Stratego.
I've never played Stratego, but everyone's like, it's Stratego. In Lord of the Rings Confrontation, you are either playing the Fellowship or you are playing the evil minions and Sauron and all these things. And you're basically just, so the Fellowship is trying to get Frodo and its ring to Mordor, and you are trying to get either 4 of your minions to the Shire or to kill Frodo. You're just moving your little characters ahead, and then you battle, and there's certain asymmetrical player kind of token powers, and you flip at the last second to let you know who's battling, and it might be like, what was the example we had? Legolas instantly killed one of my characters.
That was his special power.
Yeah,
Jeff
so like
tried to attack me with this weird flying thing.
So I think it only plays at 2. Yeah, it only plays at 2. It's only a 2-player game.
Yeah.
And I love it. It's unfortunately out of print. It's likely my only Grail game.
Grail game?
Like a game you can't find, but would buy if you could, kind of deal. Like Holy Grail.
You said Holy Grail, and all I could think of was, I'm not dead yet.
Bring out your dead.
Bring out your dead. That would be on my list if I had remembered it, but I didn't. Neither did Jeff, but whatever. Number 3 is a game that just happens to be still currently my number 1 game of all time.
I'm shocked it's 3.
My number 3 is Villainous. I love Villainous. I do not like to play Villainous at more than 2 players.
Villainous is so good.
It's such a great take that game at 2 players. I just happened to grab this one. We own all of them except for the new one, which we do have on order. Essentially, you're playing one of the Disney villains. You have a goal, an objective that you need to complete in order to win the game, and then the other person's playing as another villain, and they have their own goal, and you're trying to complete your goal while at the same time screwing them over, fading them so that they cannot complete their objective. I love this game.
It's so good.
I love Disney. I love everything about it. It is a shock that it's not my number 1. I'm now regretting putting this at number 3.
Yeah, I also...
Why I do this?
I don't know.
Anyways, these lists don't, it's just like whose line
That's
is it
definitely
anyway,
your one.
right?
I don't know what you're
Where it's
going
like,
on about.
Everything's
made up and the points don't
matter. That's what this list is. Villainous is top 3. It's probably actually my number 1.
Ooh, it's already on the table.
Wait.
My number 3 from Roxley is...
I'm a genius.
Dice Throne.
I'm like a psychic.
Battle Yahtzee.
Battle Yahtzee.
Jamie has already talked about this game.
Yep.
I will add that my favorite character from this is the Shadow Thief.
My favorite character.
Because he has a permanent effect of poisoning people. I love Dice Throne, man. I don't know what else to say. It's so good.
It's so good.
It's perfect at 2-player.
Yeah.
It's perfect. It's a perfect game at 2-player. I'm not going to go on about it.
My number 2
I really thought Villainous would be one.
Close your eyes.
Okay.
Imagine I just got a different copy of Villainous.
Is it Fort? It's Fort. It's definitely Fort.
Open your eyes,
It's
Jeffrey. My number 2
It's Fort.
is Fort
Yep.
from Leader Games. Designed by, I know Kyle Farron did the art, designed by Grant Roderick. Developed by Rodiak. Developed by Nick Brackman.
Are you serious, Jamie? Where are you getting the R's from? Oh, you're right.
I can read.
I thought I said
can't
Bachman.
See. Fort, I love. I love this game.
Yes,
and
she does.
This is another game. We have played it with 2 and 3 players.
I'm sorry.
It's so rude.
I don't know what you want me to do.
Suck it in.
I can't.
Swallow it. And I will 100% always prefer this at 2 players.
Mhm.
Once again, because you can be very take that at the 2 player, stealing people's friends. This is a card game where you're a bunch of kids trying to build a fort, make friends, get toys, pizza, and it's just pure fun, in my opinion. Pizza, toys, fort, fun. It's just good fun, this game. That is my number 2 game, Fort. Now, as I sit here thinking about it, I do wonder if I would have put Villainous. I think I'd put Villainous above Fort, but the list has been made. It's set in stone.
My number 2 is...
Number 2.
Yeah, and I'll explain why.
Is that our ultimate deck at number 1?
Nope. My number 2 from Bezier Games, Silver Bullet.
Unbelievable.
I'll explain why
Unbelievable.
when I get to my number 1, which is going to shock you and the world. I love Silver Bullet. We've talked about Silver Bullet a million friggin' times. I'm not going to say anything else. If you are new to the channel and you're like, why isn't he talking about Silver Bullet? Literally go watch any of our other videos.
Jeez.
What?
You're like, hey, I've done a video.
I'm talking really fast.
Are you out of breath?
Yes.
You're running upstairs.
Yes. Go watch any of our other videos where we talk about
Silver
Silver Bullet.
Showdown.
Or our Silver Series Showdown.
That's
Alliteration.
Silver Series Showdown.
Love Silver Bullet. Amazing take that. It's the best in my opinion. Don't care what you have to say, Michelle. Michelle from Second Star to the Left.
Second Star to the Left. Michelle and Billy. Go follow
check them out.
We love them.
Go watch them. We'll link it.
Links
They picked Silver Bullet as the number 2. I also believe Brett from Bounce and Mountain put this on the bottom. Wasn't on the top.
He was sassing us that whole video.
Yeah,
That's
any
all I know.
Hoozles. Best in the series. Fight me. It's amazing. I'll pass this to Jamie.
My number 1 pick is Silver Bullet from Bezier Games. I can't believe this isn't your number 1. What is your number 1?
I'll explain after.
This game just needs to be up on a special shelf with a light shining upon it from above because it is pure magic, pure gold. My life goal is now to be a character in the Silver series.
Yep.
And when that day comes, perhaps that game will replace this one. Maybe. Who knows? But this is by far my favorite 2-player game.
Yeah.
This is by far our most played game. This is by far the game that makes us the angriest. We get at each other the most over this game.
I can see why you would have that above Villainous, honestly.
Yes, this would be number 1. Villainous should be number 2, and Fort should be number 3.
Can you guess what my number 1 is?
Honestly, no. Is it, do we own it?
Yes.
The Crew?
No. Are you kidding me?
Is
Really?
it on the table?
I'm not saying. Let me know when you give up.
Have we played it?
Yep.
Oh, is this Sleeping Gods?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Is it Marvel Villainous? JK.
Nope.
That game sucks. Duelosaur?
Nope.
Isle of
Also
Cats?
great. Nope.
Tiny Towns?
Nope.
That was gonna be.
These
on
are
the
all
list.
really good 2-player games.
Spass Bass?
Nope, didn't make the list,
Is
even though
it
probably
Root?
should have. Nope.
No. Is it El Dorado? No. Is it
Nope.
Camelot? Is Caputo's? Castles of Burgundy?
Maybe.
I don't know. Just tell me.
Okay, close your eyes. My number 1 is from Ravensburger / Aaliyah,
Or
Castles of Burgundy. And I'm going to explain something here.
Oh, good.
This is more so a 1A and B for me. This is 1A, Silver Bullet's 1B.
Is it because?
Because I have a very difficult time comparing games that are that drastically different. I prefer heavier strategic games. Therefore, I put Castles of Burgundy at 1. However, I think they're equals. I absolutely love Castles of Burgundy at 2-player. I don't think I'm overly good at it, but I love it. It's got enough strategy for me that I can feel like I'm playing a heavy-ish game. while also playing a light enough game that it's not going to take 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Castles of Burgundy, play it at 2. It doesn't need to play at anything higher than that.
Doesn't need to play.
Don't play it at 3. Don't play it at 4. Play it at 2.
You can if you want to. We're not your moms.
It's true. We're not your moms. Play it at 3 and 4 if you want. Thematically, it just hits on so many levels.
Yeah, you're like building a castle in Burgundy.
Yep.
Of Burgundy.
Where's Burgundy?
Probably England. Maybe Germany. Eins, zwei, try Burgundy.
I did not expect this to be one.
Yeah, me
But then
either.
when I was sitting down and being like, what would I rather, get
What would
into?
you rather play?
Depends. If I'm sitting in between, like if we're like want a quick game, Silver Bullet.
Obviously.
If I got an extra hour to kill,
Silver Bullet 5 times.
Castles of Burgundy. We have done that 5 times in a row.
Yeah, tell me about it. That, those, these.
I'm gonna push you off the chair.
Don't. The chair will break. Those were our top 11 two-player games. Please let us know down below what you think of our list. If you hate it, that's fine.
Don't be a meanie or a weenie.
Don't be a meanie or a weenie. It's okay to hate things.
Yeah.
Let us know if you've played any of these games, what you think of them, and what is your number 1 two-player game. Doesn't have to be strictly two-player, but it can be.
I'm fully expecting a lot of Star Wars Rebellion and a lot of War of the Ring and a lot of Android Netrunner.
That's only because Jeff's like, can I put games on my list that I haven't played? And it's like,
I would have added all those games if I was allowed to.
but you don't know anything about them.
But I know for a fact, once I play them, they will be on this list. I know myself well enough by now, I've got 34 years into this body. I know what I'm into.
Anyways, that's all that we have for you guys today. If you would like to find any of the games that we have talked about today,
Except for Lord of the Rings Confrontation.
Except for Lord of the Rings Confrontation, you could get that if you have millions of dollars. Or,
It's not that expensive.
Yeah, on eBay, on the eBays. If you want to find any of these games, please check out your friendly local gaming store. For us here in Halifax, it is the Boardroom Game Cafe, located
Barrington Street.
on Barrington Street. You can find all the information right here, as well as down below. If you're in the area of Halifax/Nova Scotia, definitely go and check it out. If you like what you see, please consider subscribing to us here at Foster the Meeple. Give this video a thumbs up, click the subscribe button. Join us on our Discord where we have all the chats and Kyle asks all the difficult questions. Today's question was, if you could only have 5 games for the rest of your life, what 5 games would they be? You can't buy any more games. You can have the expansions. I said I would have Villainous and 4 copies of Silver Bullet because every time we wear one out, then we would have a new copy. He told me that I was lying, but I wasn't. So definitely join us on Discord. If you would like to support us on Patreon, all that information is down below as well. Also, you can follow us on social media. We are at Foster the Meeple on Instagram and Twitter. And I think that's all that I have to say.
At Foster the Meeple.
At Foster the Meeple. I think I said it. I don't really know anymore. The night is young and full of terror. Thank you guys so much for watching. Now we say goodbye. Goodbye.
Later days.
Later days. I can't believe you did that. You betray.
Why?
We know betray.
It was 1B.
Why couldn't this be 1A?
Silver Bullet has a special place in my heart always.
It's a special place in your butt.
But I prefer heavier games. That's just what I prefer.
Physically, yes. You're right. Castles of Burgundy is heavier.
Yeah.
So,
we don't make any mistakes. We know all the rules.
Never enough.
Never.
Oh, I know what it is. Hive.
It was. It's not anymore.
Oh. Go ahead. It's right there.
What is that just fell? The heck?
Did that fall from the table? What?
I don't know why you get that stupid smirk on your face. Sorry.
It's upstairs then.
Do you know what it is?
Obviously.
Is that your number 1?
Yeah. My phone literally just went, just a moment.
Barrington Street.